Give it more water than your entire vegetable garden. You feed it, you mow it every weekend. You pull weeds out of it, and it still turns to dry yellow straw the second real heat arrives. And while it takes all of that from you, it gives almost nothing back to pollinators. That is why we have to say it plainly. The modern lawn is one of the strangest ideas we ever normalized. A flat green surface that is biologically nearly sterile, that forces you into endless maintenance cycles just to look alive for a few months. Nature never needed that. Long before turf grass and sprinklers, it already had an answer. Plants that stay low on their own, spread naturally, suppress weeds without help, survive drought, tolerate real foot traffic, flower beautifully, smell incredible when you brush them with your feet, and support bees and butterflies at the same time. Once established, they barely need you at all. Welcome to Timeless Gardening, where timeless ideas help you grow a more beautiful, effortless garden. Today I am showing you 7 plants tougher than any lawn, and you can walk on them. These are not fragile ornamentals you have to protect. They are true low-maintenance walkable ground covers that almost take care of themselves, and they thrive in the exact places where grass constantly fails. Stay with me to the end, because I will show you exactly how to plant them, so weeds cannot reclaim the space later. Let us start with the one that turns every single step into perfume, the fragrant living carpet most people should have planted years ago. Number 7. Creeping thyme, the fragrant living carpet. If you want one walkable plant that proves how tough beauty can be, start here. Creeping thyme stays only a few inches tall, and slowly knits itself into dense aromatic mats that smell like an herb garden in southern Europe every time you step on it and release that warm scent into the air around you. In summer, those mats vanish completely under tiny pink and purple flowers, and bees absolutely love them and hum over them all day long. This plant did not evolve in a pampered border or rich loam. It comes from rocky slopes, dry meadows, sandy soils and full blazing sun, so difficult dry conditions barely affect it, and heat just makes it stronger and more fragrant. It never asks for fertilizer, and too much fertility actually weakens it and makes it leggy and open and less walkable. Its only real enemy is wet compacted soil that stays soggy through winter and rots the crown from below. Give it well-drained conditions, even poor gravelly soil where grass fails, and it becomes one of the most resilient living carpets you can grow anywhere sunny. It needs patience at first because it spreads slowly while roots settle and knit, but once established the result feels almost magical under bare feet, and you will wonder why you ever spent weekends mowing at all. I like to plant it right where I step out to get the mail, so that little puff of scent greets me every morning without me even trying. Number 6. Irish moss, the soft green illusion. Despite its name, this is not actually moss at all, and it does not behave like moss either. It belongs to the carnation family, yet it creates a dense glowing green carpet that feels soft enough to resemble velvet when you press your hand into it and it bounces back gently. In late spring, tiny white flowers open like miniature stars scattered across the surface, adding a quiet sparkle that catches morning light. This is one of the most elegant ground covers you can tuck between stepping stones, along pathways, or in decorative garden spaces where you want a calm green glow that stays low and tidy and cool. It likes sun to partial shade and prefers consistent moisture more than drought-tolerant plants like thyme, so it fits where soil holds a little more water after rain, and where grass gets patchy. Heavy daily foot traffic can damage it, so use it for light walking areas and ornamental corners rather than a playground or driveway edge that gets pounded every day. Give it steady water the first season, and occasional light trimming is not needed at all. It rewards you with a soft living carpet that stays beautiful without any mowing and feels lovely to kneel on and touch with bare hands. I often tuck it where I kneel to weed, because it cushions my knees and stays cool even in summer heat. Number 5. Lipia, the lawn replacement that refuses to quit, sometimes called frog fruit or phyla. This may be one of the toughest lawn alternatives ever introduced into modern gardens and highway plantings. Lipia stays extremely low. It flowers heavily through summer with tiny white and pink blooms that look like little buttons. It tolerates heat, it survives drought, and it handles foot traffic surprisingly well even in high summer when turf collapses. Pollinators swarm the flowers constantly, so your path becomes alive with bees and tiny butterflies moving all afternoon in sun and you can hear it humming. Unlike traditional turf grass, it keeps performing through intense summer conditions that usually destroy lawns completely and turn them brown and crisp and lifeless. You must respect its nature to succeed with it. It spreads aggressively, very aggressively. Once it starts moving, it wants territory, which is fantastic if you want fast coverage in a difficult sunny area where grass constantly fails and weeds take over every year despite reseeding. It is less ideal if you love strict formal boundaries and sharp lines that never move. So edge control matters from day one. Mow a clean border or lay a solid edge and Lipia will outperform almost everything else with a tough walkable carpet that stays green. I first saw it thriving on a hot median strip where grass had given up years ago, and that told me everything I needed to know. Number 4. Roman chamomile, the scented pathway. Imagine walking across your garden and smelling calm chamomile every time your feet touch the ground and brush the leaves softly underfoot. That is exactly why Roman chamomile has been used for centuries in historic herb gardens and scented pathways around cottages in Europe where people wanted fragrance without work. The ground cover form creates dense soft evergreen mats with delicate feathery foliage only a few inches tall, that stays tidy without flopping over or needing trimming. Unlike the type grown for tea, this form puts more energy into spreading than blooming, which dramatically reduces maintenance and keeps it low and walkable all season long. Even better, light foot traffic actually helps it become denser and more even, which is rare among ground covers that usually thin out under use and footfall. It loves full sun and well-drained soil, and like thyme it dislikes heavy wet clay that holds water and suffocates roots in winter and turns to mush. Once established, it delivers one of the most calming sensory experiences you can build in a small space, a quiet green path that softens noise, smells gentle, and asks for very little beyond that first patient year of care and occasional watering while it settles. My grandmother used to run her hand over it on her way to the kitchen garden, just to carry that gentle smell with her for the day. Number 3. Brass buttons, the traffic champion. If you want something that behaves most like a real lawn while needing far less work and far less water, this is the one to plant first in your yard. Brass buttons forms dense feather-like mats that tolerate significant foot traffic while staying incredibly low to the ground and never getting leggy or messy or tall enough to need cutting. No mowing, no fertilizing, no constant watering. Just a soft green surface that slowly knits itself together naturally and stays tidy on its own through the seasons without scalping or browning or reseeding. It prefers slightly moist, well-drained soil and does beautifully in sun or partial shade, which makes it flexible for tricky spots around the house where grass thins from wear and shade and compaction. Once mature, it creates one of the most convincing living carpet effects you can get without using traditional turf grass at all, and without the endless inputs. It is not flashy in flower, but it is practical for families, for daily used paths, for the strip by the gate where grass always wears out and turns to mud. It gives you that familiar lawn feel, without the endless weekend cycle of mowing and feeding and reseeding and worrying. My grandkids can run across it all afternoon and it still looks tidy the next morning without a single brown patch showing. Number 2. Bugle weed, the shade solution. Most lawns fail exactly where you need them most, and that is what makes this one so valuable for real gardens that are not perfect. Under big trees, along north-facing walls, in damp woodland conditions where sun never really arrives and soil stays cool and shaded through summer and grass turns thin, bugle weed thrives there when grass gives up and disappears completely and leaves bare soil. Its deep green to purple foliage spreads rapidly through shady areas while sending up vivid blue flower spikes in spring that pollinators absolutely love and return to every morning for weeks. Ecologically, it is incredibly valuable because it brings life to dead, struggling lawn areas, and visually it transforms them into something textured and alive again, instead of bare dirt and moss and weeds. You do need to know its habit before you plant it in a mixed bed. It spreads exactly where it wants to go. Once happy, it moves quickly through beds and edges, so you are inviting a very enthusiastic guest into your garden that needs guidance and a boundary that is manageable with a clear edge and a little attention in spring when it is most active. For difficult shade where grass constantly thins and fails, it succeeds beautifully and fills what lawn never could with color. In my own yard, it turned the bare dirt under the old maple into something I actually like seeing from the kitchen window every morning. Number 1. Creeping Jenny, the impossible corner specialist. Every garden has one spot where grass simply refuses to survive no matter what you try or how much water you give it or how often you reseed and feed. Too wet, too shady, too compacted, too difficult to mow, and too frustrating to look at every day when you walk past. That is where Creeping Jenny takes over and finally solves the problem you have avoided for years and makes it beautiful. This plant spreads rapidly across damp soil, forming bright green carpets of small round leaves that almost glow in shade, with cheerful yellow flowers in summer that lift the whole corner and brighten even dark spaces. In moist conditions it grows almost effortlessly and covers quickly without fuss or feeding or pampering. There is even a golden-leafed variety that creates glowing chartreuse carpets beneath trees and along pathways where everything else fails and stays bare and muddy after rain. Traditional lawns hate these conditions and turn to mud and weeds and constant work. Creeping Jenny was built for them and loves them. It covers fast, softens hard corners, and turns a problem area into a feature you actually like to see. It can be vigorous, so give it a boundary where you do not want it to roam and spread beyond its welcome. It finally gave me a way to stop fighting that soggy corner by the downspout that had been mud for 5 straight years. Before you plant, here is the part most people skip and then regret. Preparation matters more than the plants themselves. You cannot throw them into existing grass and hope nature figures it out. Remove weeds properly, loosen compacted soil, improve drainage where you need to, and plant densely enough that weeds cannot reclaim the empty spaces later. The first year needs a little patience and occasional watering while they establish. After that the system begins working mostly on its own. Less mowing, less watering, less maintenance, more flowers, more pollinators, more life. That is the difference between forcing nature into a sterile lawn and building a living ecosystem instead. There you have it. You do not have to keep spending your weekends and your water on a surface that gives almost nothing back. When you replace that flat, thirsty struggle with a living carpet that flowers under your feet, softens every step and hums with pollinators, your whole yard stops feeling like something you have to fight, and starts feeling like something that is finally on your side. That is not just less work. That is freedom you can walk on. You will feel it the first morning you step outside barefoot, and the garden greets you instead of demanding from you. And once you feel that quiet shift, going back to a plain lawn never quite feels right again. Tell me in the comments which impossible corner you are ready to transform first. If this opened a new path for you, subscribe to Timeless Gardening for more timeless ideas that make your garden more beautiful and effortless. I will see you in the next one, right here where we let nature do what it already knows how to do.